maybe started my whole career in Korea.
웃고 있지 바로 네 앞에서 난 언제나 미소로 대답해 이제 익숙해 이게 내 모습 내가 생각해도 완벽해 가장 완벽한 보통의 존재.
I'm an artist, but I started producing first though before I started DJing. Yeah, my other partner Sam, yeah, he started DJing first. He's been DJing for almost 10 years.
보통가 물질이 주는 묵직한 편안함 뒤에 숨어 사람을 가볍게 생각했었나.
Both are great. As for me, I personally prefer to sit in the studio. It's a 51-49 thing.
여지러움의 중심엔 항상 내가 있는데 뭘 그렇게 멀리서 찾아.
Not at all. I was a big Japanese anime fan, so I've always envisioned myself when I was young, like, I'm gonna go to school, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna work in Japan. And life took a huge turn. And I didn't know K-pop existed. I knew J-pop existed. I knew J-rock. I was into those stuff. I could not speak a single word of Korean, and so things were getting very hard. It was hard for me to progress. Just like any other job, I mean, there's always expectations and things like, for example, if it's my own project, Sam and Spec, for example, then obviously we have more creative control over it. But when you're working with someone else, you need to tailor the product according to the color of the person who's going to be rapping on it or singing on it, who's going to be performing on the song, basically.
I hustle yellow, god damn.
I believe, like, for us, I'm sure every other artist, they have the same dilemma, as in, when I'm making music, should I be diverting this to the majority, which is the pop culture, or should I be doing what I love? Basically, the latter is the gamble. Doing it to suit the pop culture is probably something that is safer, but I think that if you can find a balance between those two, which is what we are trying to do basically, because the things that we make don't sound very radio friendly, but at the same time, people actually like it, although it does not get on the radio. So people find means to actually hear you. In that sense, if you try to find the balance. Maybe for Malaysia it's a bit different, like Southeast Asia generally, because it's still catching up, like this electronic sound and whatnot. I mean, it's getting there, it's still catching up. For places like Korea and Japan and even China, they have a lot of pop, EDM pop stuff playing on their radio and even like TV, these kind of things, So the market over there is obviously much bigger. The other part of the situation, which is Southeast Asia, I would say that it's more towards clubs, songs that you hear that DJs play often in clubs and stuff. And maybe a more avid fans, they try to search it on their phone, stream it to Spotify and all that. I mean, it's a different flavor, just like food, Malaysian scene is a little bit more open. If you go to clubs, you don't just necessarily hear like this EDM kind of stuff. You still hear of R&B, you still hear of hip hop, obviously, So I find that's the beauty of it. As if in Korea, if you go there more to the clubs, even if they do have like commercial stuff or pop stuff, things that you hear on the internet or on the radio, it's mostly remixes. It's more of a culture thing. In Korea and Japan, even in China still, they are basically using Korea as a guideline. Entertainment is a very huge culture in the society, They nurture these things from very young, from the roots itself. Even like, for example, they have like multiple streaming platforms back in Korea. And some of the streaming services, I think, you can access it even outside of Korea. I know, I'm probably blessed. We click very easly, which is a good thing, obviously. I mean, we have like I mean, obviously, like any work arrangement, you will always have slight disagreements and stuff like that, which is, I think, is common. Generally, I would say we click a lot, especially when it comes to music style.
Oh, what's the name of the liquor? Yeah, 발음 목 넘기만 make a better 다 찢어내는 거 맞아도 들켜뒀다 혀꼬에 뻑뻑 부르다 들어와 한번 투자 yeah.
Working with Ravi was a breeze. So he will first discuss, no composition involved, nothing. We'll just sit down and ha ha ha. And then he will start freestyling, like spitballing. And then we'll go back to the studio and then we'll sketch out like basically the whole instrumental, how it's supposed to be. And then we'll send it to Ravi, and then he will do his magic basically. He will write the whole guide, the lyrics, the melody and whatnot, and then he will send the guide to us. 95% of the time, like we'll be like, okay, done. Usually what happens is that like after I get that thing from Ravi, I will have to still like edit to complement the vocals more. Breaks and here and there, the details of it. But other than that, it's a breeze. Groovlin is a group of producers which Ravi thinks are more suitable with his color of music. All the songs that goes out from Groovlin, the top line, like the thing will be produced by Ravi basically. Basically, he will be the end producer, even if it's not his own songs. And he's been working with us quite a while, even before Groovlin. I think we are a good bunch because Puff has his own color, Youth has his own color, Ravi has his own color as well, and then as far as Sam Expect, we have our own color. I think what Ravi had in mind was Youth and Puff, so they've been working with Ravi, with Vix, with the whole group for quite a while. As for Sam Spec, we are from an external basically source. We work well with the company as well. Like when I say that we work well with Ravi, it means that it's also with Jellyfish Entertainment, because obviously we would not have been able to do what we have been doing if the company did not give us the get-go from the beginning. You just gotta be hungry all the time, and you gotta should not be afraid of change. You gotta take extreme measures to get to the first step of where you want to be. Then you should just do it. There's no other way around it. You only fail when you stop trying. Then I fail. But if you keep on trying, for me you've just found one less way of how not to do it, I think. It's never impossible to do things that you really want to do. It's about the culture. For example, Sam is from Brazil. So Sam used to tell me stories about how in Brazil, he grew up in Brazil basically. In Brazil, all they do is play soccer. That's all. They just play football. That is all. Guys either go to become professionals, or guys either get shot, or they are the ones doing the shooting. To them, soccer is like eating. It comes to them very naturally. Football. So that's why you see they breed so many good players and stuff. And in Korea, it's the same thing. I mean, generally, all Asian parents, they are very competitive with other parents, because they want to equip the kids up to a point where the kid is basically Superman and all. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, but maybe later in your life, then the kid will understand why my parents did those things. Up till now, I'm starting to realize things that, but I mean, Malaysia, it's moving, it's getting there, it's slowly, because we have a lot of talented people, but there are not as many opportunities given. But then again, I mean, there's the internet today, so
God, 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 oh.